Right, well there she is, the Swan Roamer. She is 35 foot long, she is 12 foot wide, and she has an air draft. Well, it states that she has an air draft of 7 foot. I don't think she does. I think it's shorter than it. Right, when we do the walkthrough, we're going to take you on through the stern. Now, we've got Fudge still with us, and there is quite a steep step well to get in the back. We have the towel on just to protect the boat a little bit from the Fudge monster. Now, I'll show you both sides. There she is, the Swan Roamer. Right, we are currently at Salhouse Broad, so I'm just taking this opportunity because we're stern moored, and I'm just taking this opportunity to show you both sides. I'll probably do the walkthrough at a later date. I'm just taking this opportunity to show you the boat on both sides. She's lovely. Again, we've thoroughly enjoyed her. You know, it's an easy boat to handle, very easy. She has bow thrusters, but literally just bow thrusters. There are no bow and stern thrusters, but there we go. That is her from the outside. Right, well, we've come on the boat from the rear through the stern. Immediately on your left you have a lovely big cupboard stroke wardrobe. In there you've got a broom, bucket, dustpan and brush, and your electric hookup cable at the bottom. Plenty of room to hang coats and jackets in there, and yeah, I'd say it's a cupboard stroke wardrobe. And then as we come back towards the back of the boat, we've got immediately beside that we've got the main light switch for the main bedroom light, the fire extinguisher, and then to the right we have lovely big mirror above the dressing table with a nice big cosmetic drawer underneath. Juliet had that. There's a 3-pin socket there, cigarette style lighter socket, Wi-Fi with a code underneath. Wi-Fi works fantastic. The electric panel again, we don't touch the electric panel, no need to, you know. This is the 240 volt converter. That's the main light there's 2 lights on the steps at the back, and that's the light switch for them. This is the light switch above the dressing table. The one below that there's a light above the headboard, above the window. So that was that. Each side of the bed there is a bedside cabinet with a shelf on top of that and another shelf on top of that. And to the left, fire extinguisher again. 2 lovely big cupboards there. Me and Juliet split that. We had half each, and there was plenty of room there for all our clothing. There's a drawer each there. Juliet had one, I had the other. And this is what I describe as a little airing cupboard. Works quite well if you put stuff on the top shelf and not on the bottom, because that's where the air comes up. Another bedside cabinet on the other side of the bed. Bible in that shelf. There's another storage shelf on top again. Another mirror in the bedroom. We come into the bathroom, into the head. Now, immediately on your right is your basin. Then opposite the basin is the bath and the shower. This is the shower works fantastic. It's obviously pump fed on mixer taps. Don't like to be fooled though. That's the shower works fantastic. Plenty of pressure. The bath, I'm on the fence with the bath. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Because it's a whirlpool bath, but I've got not issues, but I've got a little, you know. There's a little container there. I can only presume it's for ladies' sanitary stuff. I don't know. The flush is electric. This is a 1-button flush system. And this is one thing I think separates the Swan Roamer from the Swan Rapture. This is a little red light comes on when your waste tank is full. Now I don't know whether it comes on when the waste tank is full or it comes on when the waste tank needs emptying, when it's nearly full. We never got that far, we just got a pump out when we thought we needed one halfway through the week, and that did us. So yeah, that's the only thing, I think, one of the things that separates the Swan Rapture from the Swan Roamer. Then after that there's a nice big cupboard under the sink, a locker style cupboard under the sink. We kept extra toilet roll in there because there wasn't a great deal of toilet roll supplied, so I would take extra if I was you. Another bathroom mirror. I would come out the toilet into the galley. The galley's plenty of room in the galley, plenty of room for two. Lovely big cupboard there. We kept food in there, and there's two cupboards underneath the sink and a cooker there. One's got pots and pans and crockery in it. This drawer under the sink doesn't open because the sink is there, but the other one that does open, and you've got all your cutlery in there. And you get well kitted out, well supplied. The tea towels supplied, the bread bin supplied. There's a glass chopping board there. I'm not a big fan of glass chopping boards, but there you go, it is what it is. Lovely big 4-hob burner, fantastic. I forgot to mention carbon monoxide detectors there, which is great. Just press the button, make sure the batteries are all in good stead. That's the main light switch for the galley. A couple of coat hanger bits there. There's a fire blanket, fire extinguisher, and smoke alarm there. So it's well kitted out for that sort of thing. There's a lovely big shelf, and under this is the engine. But there's a lovely big shelf to store stuff. Don't be fooled. The engine's under there, and it's very well soundproofed. So don't let that concern you. Even when you're going along, it's very quiet. It's good. A couple of coat hangers there, as I said. Lovely big grill stroke oven, works fantastic. Microwave again works well. Fair size fridge for two of you. There's got a little freezer compartment, but it literally, you can just do ice cubes in there. That's all. That's all it does. I think this is a bit of a space spiller myself. There's a little 2-seater bench style thing there behind the helm. Let's say, bit of a space spiller. But there we go. The helm is pretty standard. You have your throttle, forward and reverse, usual gauges, rev counter, oil temperature, water temperature. So yeah, pretty standard helm. We have the bow thrusters, self-explanatory, on, off, left and right. Yeah. This is the screen demister, the windscreen wiper and the horn. Now, this is another thing. I can't remember this being on the Swan Rapture. This is another thing that sets the Swan Roamer apart from the Swan Rapture. You had the water tank gauge. I don't remember that being on the Swan Rapture. I haven't looked back to check, and the fuel gauge. But what is interesting here, that sticker underneath, that's a free app, Away app. I thoroughly recommend you get that app. It's free, and there's a load of information on there. It's fantastic. Great, well worth it. 2 more light switches for the main salon, whatever you want to call it. CD radio, TV's in a bit of a funny place again as well, but me and Jules, didn't bother me and Jules, we never used it. There's 2 3-pin sockets under there as well, and we come up and we have a lovely big shelf in front of the helm for, I used to plonk all camera gear on there. The 3 black discs, they are the vents for the screen demist. Lovely big double doors to take you out to the bow, which I'm going to show you that in a second at a different angle. Nice big shelf on the right hand side of the doors there, which sweeps around a bit there and puts stuff on there. The aerial TV aerials, manual, you have to turn it and that. Nice big sweeping sofa, freestanding coffee table, 2 stools, regular size waste bin. We actually put Fudge's bed there, and because there was plenty of room, she was out the way. Now this is the on-off socket for the Whirlpool bath, and I'm a little bit on the fence with the Whirlpool bath. Obviously it comes from your onboard water supply, so I think once you've filled the bath, you've used all your hot water, a lot of your water supply, so straight away you've got to go and look for more water and then reheat all that water. So we didn't use it, and I'm on the fence a bit with that, you know. Well, there we go. I don't think it's a bad thing. I might even try it next time, you know. It's not a big effort, is it, to go and get more water and heat it up, you know. So I might just try it next time. If we have these boats again, I might have something else. Well, there we go. That's my take on the Whirlpool bath. That's the thermostat for the heating. The heating works fantastic. Although we had great weather and it was lovely, in the evenings it got a bit chilly, so the heating does work really, really well. Fold up table, yeah, we use that a fair bit with the 2 stools. It was nice having your lunch and your dinner on there rather than have it on your lap, so that was yeah, that was good. Left us plenty of space when we got folded down. Now we go to the bow. I'm going to take you out through a different position, a better view of the bow than just going out through here. This, as you can see, the doors there on the left and the right of the shot there, on the left and right of the frame. 2 steps up to where you can see the cushion on the right. We use them as like a little seating area. You've got your mud weight at the front, and that's a lovely little area. And yeah, we spent many a time out there, a big glass of wine in the beautiful weather out there. And there's my gorgeous wife, taking in the sunshine. So that is the Swan Roamer in all their glory. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. It's not the best walkthrough in the world. We were a little bit rushed when we did this walkthrough, but I'm going to have a little chat about that in a minute as well. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. That is it. That is her, the Swan Roamer. Hi, well that was the Swan Roamer, and a little bit of an apology to make about it. It wasn't the best walkthrough in the world. I was a little bit rushed, not by Richardsons at all, it was me. I had a little things on, so I ended up rushing it a bit. Not only did I rush it a bit, I realised when I got the footage home I didn't pair up the microphone system, the transmitter with the receiver. So when I got the footage home, there was no audio on there, so that was a voiceover on that walkthrough, so that wasn't the best. But anyway, there it was. That's I can't go back and do a take 2, because as you can see, I'm back home now. I didn't have time to do the review on the boat. But yeah, let's talk about the review. First of all, have I got any issues? There was a couple of things. One of them wasn't an issue for me and Jules, but could potentially be an issue for other people, and it was the shower. When I stood in the bath to have the shower head came level with my forehead. Now I'm only 5'5" and Juliet's a little bit shorter than me, so it wasn't an issue for us. It was fine. But if you're any taller than me and Juliet, which is not hard, that potentially could be an issue, you know. And as I said in the video, I'm on the fence about the Whirlpool bath as well. I just feel, I could be wrong, people could have used it and it's fine. you're going to fill the bath up from your water supply, your onboard water supply. So I think as soon as you've had your bath, you might have to soon start looking for refill the water tank up, and then not only once that's full, you've got to reheat it all. But I suppose you've got to do that anyway when you take on fresh water anyway. So that was my take on it. You know, next time I might just bite the bullet and have a whirlpool bath on the boat. So yeah, that was the only main issue, was the shower head. Not main issue, and a potential issue for anyone taller than Juliet and myself. The other one could be an issue, or was a little bit of an issue. I didn't mention in the walkthrough, which it wouldn't be one of my walkthroughs if I didn't forget something. Well, I didn't mention that in the saloon, or salon, whatever it is, the two canopies in the roof, there's one, and they work independently. They're manually opened and shut. You could pull them open and pull them shut. Not hard, they're easy to open and shut. But the one on the left above the helm on the port side, when you pulled the canopy open, it derailed. Now, not massively, it's not drastic, it's not going to fall off and into the water, but it derailed. So when you pulled it shut, it didn't line up with the little pin locking system on there. So you had to jiggle it about to get that lined up to lock it if you was going out. Not only that, it did leave a little gap in the canopy. It didn't quite close snug. So we took the boat out on May. It was on a Saturday, May 21st, May 22nd, whatever it was, 2023. And the weather that week, we were so lucky, it was fantastic, the weather. So we didn't experience if there was any leaking issues. I don't think it would, because it came well forward, it just didn't sit snug where it should have done. I think it might be an easy fix for Richardsons, and going forward we did mention it to Richardsons, so it might be sorted, you know. So don't let that worry you, you know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Would we have the Swan Roamer again? Absolutely yes, without a shadow of a doubt. Take the Swan Roamer out with confidence. It's lovely, especially I think the Swan Roamer, the Swan Rapture. I haven't had the Swan Radiance yet, never know, next year maybe. I think they're ideal boats if you're a couple and you're on an experience of Broads for the first time. They are ideal boats to take out for the first time. They've got a bow thruster on them, which is going to help you immensely. Very easy to handle, very comfortable, very warm, everything you need on them. Yeah, take that Swan Roamer out, or the Swan Rapture, with confidence. And if you are, then have a great holiday on either which one you take out. Have a great holiday. You're going to love it. And yeah, we hope to see you again soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.